Hello there. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time of day it is for you. And welcome to today's resistance training class. We are using this class or doing it with resistance bands. I have a number of different resistance bands behind me, which we'll be using. And if you have a broomstick or a stick of some kind, that will also be handy. I'm going to explain as we warm up. So let's go ahead and do some shoulder rolls while I continue to explain. This circuit training class, resistance class, is going to be after warm up. We're going to do upper body, rest, lower body, rest, core exercise, rest. And then none of the exercises are going to be repeated. So if you really don't like something, you only have to do it for 30 seconds. And the circuits are going to be 30 seconds each. So the exercise, like the upper body exercise, will be 30 seconds only. And then you are going to rest for 30 seconds. That will help get your heart rate down if it's feeling high. And the way I do it, where we go upper body, lower body, core, it gives those body parts time to rest, which we really want to happen, so that we can really hit it as hard as possible for the next exercise. What else do I want to tell you? You want each exercise, you want the resistance of every band to be just hard enough that it feels hard. Do push and pull, push and pull. If it feels too easy, you need to go to the higher band. Really, that's how we get stronger. That's what resistance training does for us, and making our bones and our muscles stronger. We are not doing any kind of jumping or any kind of impact for this class today. It's just going to be strength related, no jumping. Do I have anything else? Let's do some hip circles. When we get to our exercises, I would like for you to think about breathing out every time you push. Circle the other direction. And breathe in as you're going back to your starting position. So it's breathe out on push or pull, and breathe in, resuming starting position. Do some little squats. If you don't understand right now, it'll be more clear as we do the exercises. And you might even be able to hear me breathing with my husky voice when we're doing the exercises, because I have a microphone on. So, new technology, funness. All right, let's do a reverse lunge. So we're doing this mainly to stretch our calves and get our knees and everything warmed up. And see, my knee is staying above my foot. Oh, you can't really see that very well. I'm sorry. And to make sure you're not losing your balance, push your big toe down. And, we forgot our good mornings. So that's a hinge. You can have hands on your ears, your shoulders, your chest, your hips, whatever you want. But the goal of a good morning is to make sure that you're bending at the hips. It's a hinge motion. Okay? And now let's do some ankle rolls. So you can hold onto your chair if you need to. Oh yeah, we need a chair. So do ankle rolls, foot pumps, whatever you want to call them. We're going to do 15 seconds on one, then the other foot. 15 seconds on the other foot. And I apologize for coughing. I'm coming down with a cold. Okay, we are done with our warm-up. So now our first exercise is going to be an upper body exercise. It is going to be push-ups. You can choose to do them on a wall or on a chair or even on the floor. If you go to the wall, hands about shoulder height, and your elbows are going to point down like an arrow. If you do it on a chair, same thing. You can even hold onto the side if you want to. You want a straight body and go down and up. Breathe in, breathe out. If you feel like it's harder to balance, you can pull your feet wider. And the more your body is horizontal, the more you are pushing your pectoral muscles, which are your chest muscles. And now rest for 30 seconds. You should have felt it right here. Our next exercise is going to be a deadlift. So that one, you're going to take, if you've got the black band, you're going to take that one, wrap it around your bar, step on it, feet about hip width apart, all right, and it's a hinge. So go down and breathe and up, down and up. This one, our legs are bent, all right? Remember, you're shining that light behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. So I'm pushing out my butt and then I'm pulling it in and squeezing. Breathe in, breathe out. We're almost there. And rest. All right, that's the only thing we're using this one for. Our next exercise is a plank on the chair. So you can do it on the floor or on the chair. If you're doing it on the chair, you want to make sure that your elbows, these are shoulders, your shoulders are directly above your elbows. All right? And your belly is in and you're showing a flat back, straight line from hips to shoulders. And pull in your belly button and don't forget to breathe. And come up and rest. That was fast 30 seconds. All right, now we're gonna do lat pull down. This is back. You can do standing or sitting. I'm gonna use the black again. You could use black or blue. I'm holding it close, okay? And my arms are gonna go up. First, I'm gonna pull down my shoulder blades and then drive my shoulders down. So I pull down, it comes down to my collarbone. And I breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And if I stick out my chest, I get, ooh, my back feels it more, okay? Don't forget to breathe. All right, now rest. Are you feeling it? We're hitting every body part in case you haven't noticed. Next is gonna be squats. Let's use blue because that's a little bit lighter, okay? You are going to step on your band, feet about hip width apart. Let me back up. I don't want to goose myself. Okay. All right. Make sure you have some tension. Bend and up. Do you see? My goal is to get my butt about as low as my knees. And I'm breathing out as I stand. So breathe in, breathe out. And you should feel it in your quads and your butt. And keep going. and rest for 30 seconds. You might feel that your heart rate's a little bit higher because we're not getting a ton of rest time. The next we're going to do core exercise, chair leg lifts. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Okay. You're going to sit on the edge of your seat. Lean back. You can actually lean back into your chair and lift your knees. Breathe out when you lift. All right. We've been doing this in class, and do you see I'm also holding onto my chair? And my chest is not moving. That's important. We have about 8 seconds left. You should feel this in your lower abs. All right, rest. Our next exercise is a shoulder press. I think red band. If you have any shoulder issues, you'll probably want to use the yellow. You're going to sit on it. I think I could back this up a little bit so you can see better. Hold on to the band. All right, so your palms are forward. Breathe out and push up and keep your shoulder blades down. Also try to keep your back flat. So breathe and in and out and in and out. And breathing. You're going to feel this completely through your shoulder girdle. And rest. Okay, we can put that one down. Our next exercise is a leg exercise. It's a split squat. You're not going to use a band because this one, just doing the split squat for 30 seconds is going to be enough. What I want you to do is put your right foot in front. You can hold on to your chair if you want to. So my feet are about hip width apart. I'm standing sideways, and you're going to go down and up. See, my front knee is not going past my ankle. And my back foot is not moving either. And breathe out as you push up. You're going to feel this in your quads and your butt. Basically your entire leg. And I have no idea how many I'm doing. So rest. We're going to repeat that on the other side. Okay. I'm going to move this chair a little bit. And I'm going to get myself ready. This workout has a little bit more legs than because we're doing legs unilaterally, a couple of unilateral exercises. Okay, so ready? Down and up and down and up. And don't forget to breathe. And keep going. And are you feeling it? I bet you are. You can have your hand on your hip. Do whatever with your arm. I don't care. Okay, and rest. Now you get to sit for our next exercise. That one is chair Russian twists. It's an oblique exercise. Our obliques are the muscles on the sides of our core or our torso. So sit on your chair. You can sit like forward, back a little bit. What you're going to do is you're going to try to tap your arm or your shoulder on the chair and twist. So twist and twist. And breathe with every twist. And try to pull in your belly button at the same time. If you try to go too fast, you might hurt yourself. I'd rather you do it a little bit more slowly. I have to even out. Okay. Now we're going to go back to a band. Wait a second, you know what? I skipped an upper body exercise. How about, no, I didn't. Seated chest press. Let's do green. We're going to sit on it. You're going to lean back in your chair and then push up. And this is going to hit the top of our chest muscles. Breathe out because it's a push. It's kind of like a push-up. And you almost feel it in your shoulders. If you have any shoulder issues, always go with the lighter one. Red is lighter than green. All right, rest. Now it's the RDL. Okay, we're gonna go blue on that one. So that's the straight-legged deadlift. Okay, earlier we did the bent-legged deadlift. And this one, you're gonna step on the blue. Feet are about hip-width apart. Make sure you've got some tension and you're gonna keep your legs straight so you feel it in your hamstrings. Hands slide down and breathe in and stand up. And see, I'm sticking out my butt. Breathe in, breathe out. And keep your shoulders down. And you see my hands do not come away from my legs. And rest. And plank reach for core. We're going to take our chair again. And we're going to do plank on our elbows. Pick up one hand, reach out in front, and then the other one. Okay? So, you've got 5 seconds. Go ahead and get yourself ready. Plank, reach one hand, and then the other one. If this is too hard, you can just hold a plank. It's okay. We're over halfway through this one. And rest. Our next exercise is a seated row. So let's grab blue. And you can have a seat. Go ahead and sit down. You are going to wrap your band underneath your feet, under your shoes. Have a little bit of tension and pull back toward your pockets or your hips. And breathe out when you pull. Do you see how I'm keeping my elbows in close to my body? That's important. I'm keeping my back flat, which is also important. And breathe. We're almost there. And rest. Okay. Everybody's favorite is going to be the chair squats, the pistol squats, where we put one foot out in front. There are a couple of different ways that you can do it. You can stand where you're balancing more on one leg and the other foot, like your toe is on the floor, or you can lift up your leg, or you can just balance both legs. We're doing right leg first and stand. And see, I have my leg up. You don't have to. And breathe on the stand. We're almost done. I counted about 9. So then rest. You can sit if you want to. If your heart rate is feeling high, then take some deep breaths. Those deep breaths activate the parasympathetic system, which slows down our heart rate. Okay? We have about 12 seconds. We're going to stand on the other leg. I'm on my left leg now. And let's go. And breathe out on the left. You want to try to sit all the way in the chair without lifting your leg. I don't know what number that is. And push your big toe down. I feel like my big toe is coming out. All right, those are done. All right, then we have, this is going to be our very last core exercise, because believe it or not, we're almost done. This one is new. I have not done this in class before. On floor, we call it a V-up if we're sitting on the floor. And I don't expect you to do it. If you want to do it on the floor, then have at it, okay? But what you're going to do is you're going to start leaning back, and then you're going to lift up one foot and reach for it. So there's a little bit of a twist. See, my back stays flat. And this basically hits everything. If you can't reach your foot, then tap your knee. Like that. Got it? All right, that was the last core exercise. Then we're going to grab our yellow band. Got it? We're going to do shoulder raises. Sitting on your band, on the chair. We're going to do side raise and then front raise. And on the pull, you're going to breathe out. So breathe out and then front. And then up and then forward. And side and front. Keep your shoulders down. I know we want to try to lift our shoulders, but that's not going to help. It activates the wrong muscles. And then last one. Okay. That was the last upper body exercise. Last, very, very last one we're doing is calf raises. So what I want you to do is you're going to stand, squeeze with your legs together, squeezing your ankles and your heels together as you go up as high as you can on your toes. So see, I go up and down and up and down, and I'm squeezing my legs. All right. If I let my ankles fall out like this, then that weakens them. I don't want that to happen. I want my ankles stronger. And by squeezing them together like this, I'm strengthening my ankles, which helps with balance. And then we are done with all of our exercises. How does that feel? And then we get to start our stretching. Since we just did calves and the chair is right here, we're going to go ahead and start with calf stretch. So when we do a calf stretch, it's kind of like a lunge. I'm going to explain it, and then we'll go through all of the other stretches. You can hold onto your chair, push your back leg straight, heel down. If you want to throw a little bit of a hip flexor stretch into it, lift your chest and squeeze that butt cheek of your straight leg. And that pushes your hip flexor forward. So you get a little bit more of bang for your buck. But I mean, that's completely up to you how much you want to stretch at one time. And if you can concentrate on two things at a time. All right, now other side. So I'm squeezing this butt cheek to push my hips forward, and I'm pushing that heel down really hard. My feet are also about hip width apart in front of me, or, like that, in that split stance, because that helps with my balance, because I have a wider base of stability that way. All right, and come out. Let's do our chest stretch. So grab your seat behind you and sit and look up. And don't forget to breathe. Pop out your chest too. It's a nice, beautiful stretch. And come out. Shoulder stretch. One arm out in front. Grab right above your elbow and pull across. And breathe. Keep your shoulders down too. You don't want to be like that. Keep your shoulder down. So how do you feel? Like this was a bit of a heart racing workout. We did work on our strength. It was more of a metabolic. Let's go ahead, other side. Grab right above your elbow and pull across your chest. It was definitely a metabolic workout because we were working on our resistance, we were working on the muscles, and we were working on our heart muscle. So it helps our metabolism. That's a metabolic workout. Resistance training is great. There are so many different ways we can do it. When we do it in a circuit like this, it works a little bit differently from the way we've been doing it in class. All right, we're going to do our twist. Keep your back straight and twist one direction. Let me say, keep your back tall, because if you're twisted, you're not exactly straight. And breathe. And then other side, keeping your back nice and long before you twist. And the twist should come at the top of your back, like if bra strap up or bra band up, really. And your spine is nice and long. All right, now let's do figure 4. One foot across your knee, lean forward if you want to, and if you've got the mobility, go ahead and push that knee down, and it's this wonderful, wonderful butt stretch. I love it. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is important. And come up, and let's do the other one. Leaning forward as far as feels comfortable. Remember, stretching should never, ever hurt. Exercise should not hurt. We should feel challenged, but we should not feel like we're hurting ourselves. Don't forget to breathe. All right, I'm going to turn sideways so I can show you this stretch. Except I don't want to fall. Okay, so my leg is close to the chair, and I'm leaning back so I can get that stretch through my quad and through my hip flexor. My back foot, you can see, is flexed. All right. Everybody has different degrees of mobility, so you do what feels comfortable for you. Also, try not to fall on the floor like I almost did. All right, and then we're going to swap to the other side. All right. And breathing. A few more seconds. And we're done. How do you feel? I hope you felt good. All right. Keep this up. Remember, work out a few days a week. It helps with everything. It helps your health so much. Thank you.